Hello everyone and welcome to the MMO Weekly News. I am your host Bright Life. This is my fancy suit and today we have an incredible array of stories to you coming from Lost Ark, Lord of the Rings Online, Elder Scrolls Online, and so much more, and we're very excited to jump into the show. But before we get started today, I've been asked to read a very special announcement from the MMO News, branded by the MMO News, and given to me very forcefully last night at my doorstep by the Italian Union Federation of America. They were two very burly gentlemen who assured me that if I read this, my family would be safe. The Italians are a wonderful people that can cancel anyone that they want to, just not like they do in the sissy realm of Twitter. We are a great people and a wonderful people, and we will not tolerate libel against our people on the internet. Thank you to the Italian Federation of Unions, who were contacted by our lovely intern, Trent, who I just found out recently was Italian. Freaking snitch. What? No, nothing. Don't call them, please. It's okay. Now, our first piece of MMO Weekly News is that Lord of the Rings Online has announced their newest mini expansion, Before the Shadow. Players will be taking part in a brand new adventure from levels 1 to 32, really giving players a new player experience and a returning player experience that should be set for the 2022 era. We're going to be traveling alongside Boromir as he makes his way to Rivendell through Cardolan and Swanfleet, the two new zones introduced in this mini expansion. There will also be a very Mythic Plus-like delving system that is going to be there, and it's going to be a really, really good time. Lord of the Rings Online is one of my favorite MMORPGs. I would encourage you to play it if you have not yet. It's a great way to get lost in Middle-earth. And with this one, LOTRO is really attempting to really appeal to the new players. This is a 15-year-old game, and so giving new and returning players the ability to come and try something completely new is exciting for the genre, and I think it's something that more games should really focus on, kind of like World of Warcraft did with Exile's Reach. As the game gets older, it's nice to give returning players a reason to return, and that 1 to level 32 experience in LOTRO has been good in the past, but not great, and I think that this is going to offer a great reason to play the game. Now, of course, this is labeled a mini expansion, so it will be coming in at $19 for the base game, $59 for the collector's edition, and a whopping $100 for the ultimate fan bundle. And here in my notes it says that I personally know a thing or two about selling something as a full-size thing, when in reality, it is a miniature thing. Trent? No more jokes from you today. Please don't call the Italians. Our next story comes from Torchlight Infinite, who is bringing David Brevik on board as a consulting partner before their open beta arrives on October 12th. Torchlight Infinite is a brand new PC and mobile MMORPG experience set in an ARPG way, which has received very, very good reviews. Apparently, this is not a highly pay-to-win game in any way, like most PC and cross-platformers typically are, and David Brevik coming on board is a great sign for the game. David Brevik was named by GameSpot in 1996's 4th most influential people in computer gaming for his role in the inception and development of Diablo, the Diablo series, the one that you and I know and love and play. No, not that one. Yes, those three. The ones that we actually love. He was the inventor and he really helped bring them to life. And so this is the perfect match for Torchlight Infinite. Now, Torchlight Infinite being an ARPG with some MMO elements, having David Brevik come on board your team is kind of like bringing LeBron James onto your Little League basketball team. It's going to go really well for you. I'm very excited about this beta. I think it's going to be awesome. This game describes itself as a game with 24 unique skill trees spanning over 180 plus skills. The heroes of the action RPG Torchlight Infinite can be built and optimized for just about any playstyle. The ever-changing dungeons and randomized loot drops make the journey more enticing, as great dangers lurk on every corner with even greater rewards. This game claims to be a story-driven MMORPG. It is going to be on mobile and on Steam. The bosses have great mechanics, and only convenience items are available in the game's in-game cash shop, which is very exciting. So the open beta being on October 12th means that I will be lounging upon my couch in my silk robe and fuzzy slippers, unless the next story comes a bit sooner. Because New World, the Brimstone Sands update, is looking really, really good right now. Now, as you and I know, playing New World was kind of like one of those summer camp relationships that you and I obviously had. You start Twitter-pated with the person at your summer camp on the bus ride up. You're there at camp and fully in love, and by the time 5 days have elapsed and you're on the way back down the mountain, you've already met 2 or 3 other people and you're bored with your original crush. Well, that's how New World was for me. I played the game for a while, I enjoyed the game for about 30 levels, and then I stopped playing the game when this came along. But things look to be looking up for New World, and in fact, I played the PTR this last week on stream. Stream link in the description below for more New World content, by the way, and fantastic experience has been built by Amazon Game Studios. In fact, I might kind of want to marry this game now. The game now features fully voice-acted quests and a full-fledged storyline from levels 1 to 25. New town revamped models where old forts now look like castles set in different times, which is really cool for the story. There are new open world events that just happen out in the world, kind of like in Guild Wars 2 or Elder Scrolls Online, and I really think that this game is looking fantastic. Now, I am going to be putting out a full-fledged video on the channel later this week on my experience with New World, especially in the starter region. Go on ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss that video. But not only is there a great starter experience, but the new zone looks incredible. The new zone is set in ancient Egypt and is featuring the Roman Legion. Fantastic. I'm all in. Let me play right now, please. And this zone looks fantastic, and all reviews are pointing towards it being a very successful thing. New World has been growing in popularity recently. It was up around 20-ish% in the month of August, and now looks like it's rising by at least 35% in the last 30 days, and that is before the update even arrives. This is going to be a fascinating one to watch, and if they really can pull off this 1 to 25 experience, and if they can build on the 30 to 60 experience in a future expansion, a future launch, a future update, I think this really could be one of the top 5 MMOs to play coming very soon. Now, going back to Lord of the Rings Online for our next story, we were not only given the mini expansion details, but we were also teased about the next expansion coming next year, where Severlin, the executive producer of the show, on a Q&A said that people who love the smell of saltwater will be very excited starting next year, which has Lord of the Rings lore freaks like myself. You just look at my swords. Very excited for what this could mean for the future of the game. A lot of people are saying Umbar. A lot of people are saying this could be the Grey Havens, and both could be fantastic spots. But for me, I'm really hoping that we get to go in a submarine to Numenor. I know, it's a little out there, but you know what? Lord of the Rings Online is a little bit of an out there game, and I'm okay with that. It's one of the reasons that I really like the game. Let me dream. Let me dream. Submarine to Numenor, getting to hang out with the King and Queen of Numenor, Elendil maybe, time-traveling submarine. It's all in there for me right now. Now, Lost Ark has been immensely popular here in the United States, surpassing most games on Steam as one of the most popular games on Steam right now, always hitting in the top 5 most played games on Steam, and it's incredible. Like, for me, learning how popular Lost Ark was kind of like when I learned how popular Blackpink was, the K-pop girl band sensation. At first, I heard about it and thought maybe this is more of like an Eastern Asian thing, Koreans love them, and then I found out that a lot of my friends here in the United States love them, and then I started listening to them, I went to their concert, I have posters in my room now, I regularly sing and praise the queens, and you know what? Lost Ark is kind of like that. It was originally very popular over in Asia, but now it has taken the United States and the Western world by storm and is incredibly popular. Well, Lost Ark on September 28th is going to be adding the Machinist to the game, which is a specialized class for the Gunner class. Apparently a fantastic class that a lot of people love to play, but here's the description of what is going on in the world right now of Lost Ark. Lost Ark debuted the Machinist class earlier this year on its roadmap, and now the wait is finally coming to a close with the big September update at the end of this month. The Machinist packs a variety of high-tech weapons, along with a drone that has its own unique attacks. As the 5th advanced class for the Lost Ark's Gunners, Machinists have a variety of ranged combat skills that focus on mobility, control, and maintaining distance. Now, obviously and coincidentally, those 3 things, mobility, maintaining control, and maintaining distance, are exactly what girls do when Trent tries to flirt with them in the bar. That's right, Trent. I'm not scared of your mob. And last but not least, Elder Scrolls Online's year-long story ends with Firestong. coming November 1st. The year-long legacy of the Breton storylines ZeniMax has been weaving this year, and the Elder Scrolls Online will come to a close in November, as the DLC Firestong releases on PC, Mac, and Stadia on November 1st. Console players will be waiting until November 15th. Imagine you have a PS5 and you have to wait until Stadia releases for your expansion to be released, man. That is a slap in the face. That is a slap in the face. Does anybody even play Stadia right now? Wow, 220,000 people use Stadia and obviously also need Jesus. Now, Firestong will bring with it a new zone to explore, adding to the world of the Sistris Archipelago. I can't read. Firestong begins with a new zone to explore, adding to the world the Sistris Archipelago. There we go. That was added into Tamriel in this year's High Isle chapter expansion. Galen, one of the 4 islands of the archipelago, is home to many of the socialites of druids that inhabit the islands of the Bretons. Players will help solve the conflict between the Firestong Circle, a cult of druids that is waging war on their fellow druidic circles, as well as help the house Monard, which also inhabits the island, from the threat of raids from the Sea Elf pirate threat. Sea Elf pirates. Sea Elf. So are they like a type of elf from the sea? Like, I guess that would be the adjectival describer, right? Like, they're elves from... Like, are they is the sea elf a type of elf, or is it like Legolas on a boat? Like, which one is it? Come on, Trent. You're worthless. I thought you were supposed to do the research. I'm just supposed to look pretty. Interns, man. This DLC will be available for ESO Plus members or 2,000 crowns for non-ESO Plus members. Now, I personally like Elder Scrolls. For me, it's a weird thing because I will play Elder Scrolls like it is my life's mission for like 2 months. I don't know what it is about the game where I'll just play, I'll PvP, I'll do the end game stuff, I go as hard as I possibly can for like 2 months, and then all of a sudden, like, I lose interest one day. It's like I completely drop it. I don't know if that's your experience. Let me know in the comments below. I don't know why that's my experience, but hey, let me know in the comments if that's yours as well. Well, hey, that's been it for the MMO news of the week. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You are a real one. I want to take a quick moment to thank the patrons that we have here in the Bright Life community. They help keep this goofy, awesome channel alive, and I'm so thankful to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you'd like to support as a patron, you can click the link below in the description, where you can support the channel from as low as $3 per month. You get access to early videos, exclusive interviews with me. But hey friends, if you liked the video, please like the video. If you loved the video, please subscribe for more. And as always, the 2 things that I say at the end are the most important things. All jokes aside, you are more loved than you know, and you are so much more valuable than you realize. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I want to let you know a couple ways to connect with me. First of all, we got an awesome Discord in the description. We've got a Patreon if you'd like to give to the channel and help support more video creation. And I am live on Twitch quite often over at twitch.tv/brightlifecommunity. Would love to see you there. Always love interacting on those live video streams. But I hope you have an incredible day, my loved and valued friend. Have an awesome one.